Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the lives of remarkable individuals who have left an indelible mark on history. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey to uncover the hidden facets of one of the greatest minds of all time, Leonardo da Vinci. Beyond his renowned artworks and scientific discoveries, there's a world waiting to be explored. So grab a seat, and let's dive into the captivating life of Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a Renaissance polymath, inventor, artist, designer, scientist, and genius. He is widely considered to be one of the greatest geniuses of all time. He was born in Vinci, Italy, on April 15, 1452 S. He was the illegitimate son of a wealthy Florentine lawyer and a peasant woman. Leonardo's father ensured that he received a good education, and he showed an early aptitude for art and science. In the 1478 S, Leonardo apprenticed with the renowned painter Andrea Verrocchio. Under Verrocchio's tutelage, Leonardo learned the basics of painting, sculpture, and engineering. He also developed his skills in anatomy, mathematics, and mechanics. In the 1482 S, Leonardo left Verrocchio's workshop and moved to Milan. There he worked for the Duke of Milan as a painter, sculptor, and engineer. He also began to study human anatomy and develop his theories on flight. In the 1499 S, Leonardo left Milan after the Duke was overthrown. He traveled to Florence, Rome, and France, where he continued to work on a variety of projects. He died in France in the 1519 S at the age of 67. Leonardo was a gifted musician. He played the lute, the harp, and the lira da braccio. He also composed music, and some of his compositions are still performed today. Leonardo's musical talents were evident from an early age. When he was just a boy, he was known for his beautiful singing voice and his ability to play the lute. Leonardo was also a brilliant mathematician and scientist. He made significant contributions to the fields of anatomy, botany, geology, and optics. He was also one of the first people to study the flight of birds. Leonardo's mathematical skills were evident in his drawings and models. He was able to create accurate representations of objects and machines using his knowledge of geometry and trigonometry. Leonardo's scientific skills were evident in his observations of the natural world. He was able to make detailed drawings of plants and animals, and he was able to accurately describe their anatomy. Leonardo's studies of the flight of birds led him to develop theories about how humans could fly. He designed a number of flying machines, but none of them were successful. Leonardo was a lifelong learner. He was always eager to learn new things, and he was always willing to share his knowledge with others. He kept notebooks filled with his drawings and ideas, and he often wrote down his thoughts on a variety of subjects. Leonardo's notebooks are a valuable resource for historians and scientists. They provide insights into his thinking and his work, and they help us to understand the Renaissance world. Leonardo da Vinci was a true genius. He was a man of many talents, and he made significant contributions to art, science, and technology. His work continues to inspire and amaze people all over the world. The Mona Lisa. One of the most famous behind-the-scenes stories about Leonardo da Vinci is the story of how he painted the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is one of the most famous paintings in the world, but it took Leonardo years to complete it. He was constantly experimenting with different techniques, and he was never satisfied with the results. Leonardo started painting the Mona Lisa in the 1503 S, and he worked on it on and off for over 16 years. He used a technique called sfumato, which is a way of blending colors to create a soft, hazy effect. This technique is very difficult to master, and it is one of the things that makes the Mona Lisa so special. Leonardo was also very particular about the materials he used. He used the finest paints and brushes, and he spent a lot of time choosing the perfect spot to paint the Mona Lisa. He wanted to make sure that the light would be perfect for the painting. The Mona Lisa is a masterpiece, and it is a testament to Leonardo's skill as a painter. It is also a testament to his patience and his perfectionism. The flying machine. Another famous behind-the-scenes story about Leonardo da Vinci is the story of how he designed a flying machine. Leonardo was fascinated by flight, and he spent years studying the flight of birds. He eventually designed a flying machine that he believed would work. However, he never had the opportunity to test it out. Leonardo's flying machine was a glider. It was made of wood and cloth, and it had a wingspan of over 20 feet. The glider was designed to be flown by a person who would lie on their stomach and hold on to the controls. Leonardo tested his flying machine in a number of ways. He built a small model of the glider and flew it in a wind tunnel. He also made a number of parachutes and tested them by dropping them from tall buildings. Leonardo was confident that his flying machine would work, but he never had the opportunity to test it out himself. He died in the 1519 S, and his flying machine was never built. However, Leonardo's designs for the flying machine were preserved in his notebooks. These notebooks were discovered in the 19th century, and they have inspired a number of people to build flying machines. In 2002, a team of engineers built a working model of Leonardo's flying machine, and they successfully flew it. Leonardo da Vinci was a visionary. He was a man who was ahead of his time. His ideas about flight were centuries ahead of their time, and they are still being used today. Leonardo da Vinci made many accomplishments that are not widely known or celebrated. For example, he was a skilled inventor. He invented a number of machines, including a flying machine that was based on his observations of birds, a submarine that could travel underwater for up to 30 minutes, a tank that was equipped with cannons and machine guns, a calculator that could perform basic arithmetic operations, a camera that could take pictures. Leonardo was a generous man who was always willing to help others. He donated money to charity, and he helped to fund a number of scientific and artistic projects. One of the most notable examples of Leonardo's philanthropy was his donation of money to the construction of a hospital in Florence. The hospital was named after Leonardo, and it is still in use today. Leonardo also helped to fund a number of scientific and artistic projects. He donated money to the development of new technologies, such as the printing press and the telescope. He also donated money to the arts, such as the construction of new theaters and museums. Peace advocate Leonardo was a peace-loving man who spoke out against the war. He believed that war was a waste of human life and resources. Leonardo wrote a number of essays and letters in which he argued against war. He also designed a number of weapons that were intended to be used for defense, not offense. Leonardo's views on war were ahead of his time. He was one of the first people to argue that war was a destructive force that should be avoided. His views are still relevant today, and they continue to inspire people to work for peace. Leonardo da Vinci was a true Renaissance man. He was a man of many talents, and he made significant contributions to art, science, and technology. His work continues to inspire and amaze people all over the world. Here are some of the inspirational messages that we can learn from Leonardo da Vinci. Never give up on your dreams. Leonardo da Vinci was born into a humble family, but he never gave up on his dreams of becoming a great artist, inventor, and scientist. He was always learning and always trying new things. He was also a perfectionist, and he never stopped working until he was satisfied with his work. Use your talents to help others. Leonardo da Vinci was a gifted artist, inventor, and scientist, but he never used his talents for personal gain. He always used his talents to help others. He designed machines that could be used to improve people's lives, and he donated money to charity. Be curious and always be learning. Leonardo da Vinci was a lifelong learner. He was always asking questions and always seeking new knowledge. He was also a keen observer of the natural world. His curiosity and his observations led him to make significant contributions to art, science, and technology. Be creative and think outside the box. Leonardo da Vinci was a creative genius. He was always coming up with new ideas and new ways of doing things. He was also a master of improvisation. He was able to use whatever materials he had on hand to create something new and innovative. Be passionate about your work. Leonardo da Vinci was passionate about his work. He loved to learn and he loved to create. His passion for his work led him to achieve great things. Leonardo da Vinci was a true inspiration. He was a man who lived his life to the fullest. He was a man who was always learning, always creating, and always helping others. He is a role model for us all. Here are some additional facts about Leonardo da Vinci that you may find interesting. He was left-handed, which was considered to be a sign of the devil in his day. However, Leonardo embraced his left-handedness and used it to his advantage. He was able to write and draw with his left hand while simultaneously thinking with his right hand. He was a vegetarian, and he believed that animals should be treated with respect. Leonardo was a strong advocate for animal rights. He believed that animals were sentient beings and that they should not be treated cruelly. He was also a talented musician, and he played the lute and the harp. Leonardo was a gifted musician. He could play the lute and the harp, and he composed music. He was also an avid listener of music. He believed that music was a way to connect with the divine. He was a lifelong learner, and he was always eager to learn new things. Leonardo was a curious person who was always asking questions. He was also a voracious reader. He read a wide range of books, including scientific treatises, philosophical texts, and works of literature. Leonardo da Vinci was a truly remarkable man. He was a genius who made significant contributions to art, science, and technology. His life is a testament to the power of human potential. Thanks for watching our video on Leonardo da Vinci. Your support means a lot. Let us know which iconic person to talk about in the next video. Leave your suggestions in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Stay curious, and see you next time.